I'm tired of being the invisible man. The invisible man. Oh, the invisible man.
Well, hello everyone, and thank you for joining us once again for another edition of The Invisible Man. We have Black Eyed Susie going to join us shortly. But first, Ryan, do you want to start the introductions?
Absolutely. Well, this good-looking man next to me on the screen is Mark David Stollard. He uses his middle name even though he doesn't have to.
And this is Ryan Jans. His middle name is also David, but he doesn't use it even though he should. And we are It's All in the Mind.
It's all in the mind.
There we go.
We're getting so much better at that.
Except for that lag at the end. That's the internet, not us.
Yes.
And of course, we have with us Colorado Phil. Say hi, Phil.
Hi, Phil. How's it going?
Going well. And you are looking like you've been indoors for a while. You're looking like...
Yeah. Am I pale? Does it show? Are my legs shining?
Well, yeah, you've shaved. I think you've shaved there a bit in your matching hat and shirt. So Phil's...
I thought it was the weight of my legs.
So it's nice to have you back with us. You missed the last couple of shows, so it's always a pleasure to spend time with you, Phil. And,
so watch out, I'm back.
He is, and his front as well.
We're not going to have to call you Salamander Phil from now on, right? Because you've been inside for so long.
Well, you never know.
Okay.
Hey, look at that. We have guests today.
We do,
Yay!
and let's get them on. So if I'll do a quick introduction. So Black Eyed Susie, a Winnipeg band, released their first studio album Back to You in 2012. They have played at the National Elks Curling Bonspiel, headlining the Manitoba Summer Games, Harvest Sun Music Festival's Moody Manitoba Workshop, Swords and Sabres, Winnipeg Fringe Fest, Fire and Water Music Festival, and Indie Week 2017. And they are a mainstay at the Manitoba Summer Games. And in December of 2018, they had the special opportunity to share their personal stories of survival through word and song at the Winnipeg Art Gallery to support breaking the silence on domestic abuse. So, without further ado, hello, Black Eyed Susie.
And welcome back to the show.
Welcome back.
Hi.
Hello,
everyone. So nice to be back. So nice to see people, actually.
Yeah, for sure.
There we go. There we are.
An hour.
So why don't we do a quick roll call here? We'll start with Christine and we'll work our way through. But before we actually get rolling with that, we have a couple people joining us on our feed. Pauline Santoro, thanks for joining us. Always a pleasure. Pauline follows a bunch of our material that we put out. And also my lovely wife, Jessica Reeve, is watching downstairs in the basement. So if there's lag, it's probably...
Well, hello, his lovely wife.
What? You're blaming your wife for the lag?
No, it's just that our internet is terrible.
Oh.
It's really bad.
Yeah, MTS. Brian, I keep telling you every show, go with Shaw or something. Get something good. Anyhow.
Yeah. I think we'll start a Facebook poll. How soon until Ryan actually gets Shaw in his place? We'll take donations and it'll go to COVID-19 workers. That's what we'll do.
Right.
There's our charity.
Okay.
Anyways, we were going to do some introductions. We'll start with Christine, work on down the line, and everybody introduce yourselves.
All right, so I'm Christine Mark. I'm lead singer-songwriter of the band. I have to play acoustic guitar, rhythm guitar, and I'm the boss, I guess.
Hi, Christine!
Bobby's shaking his head.
Yes, ma'am.
I just smile and nod at this point in time.
See what I say.
Just play it this way.
Oh, my.
A minor, not A minor seventh. A minor, not A minor seventh.
Yeah. Right, and I'm Yara. I do what she says. I play bass for her. Sing if she wants. I do. And you jump up and down sometimes and act silly. Yeah.
You ask how high?
She's the boss. Yeah.
And of course, now by process of elimination, the lovely chap on the bottom right there is Susie. Must be
Bobby Susie.
Got it. Thank you for remembering my middle name on top of everything else. I appreciate it. So yeah, Bobby Susie Fraser right here. So, and as Christine says, I play the A minor as opposed to A minor 7 in the songs when she requests them, and C major when I need to switch over to some easier chords here and there, right? So yeah, no, I'm the lead guitar player in the band there, and I've been with them. It's got to be about a year now. There, girls, I think, something like that. Time's flown. So yeah, it's been great.
Excellent. And we do have a video coming up, probably in about 20 minutes or so, of you guys playing.
Video.
Although, Chara, I don't think you made it on the screen, but we can hear you.
Feels like forever.
But,
we were trying to feature Bobby Susie this time. He's just an electric guitar player.
Indeed.
Just.
Yeah, no.
Shots fired. Look out for Christine.
Not in the room, right?
Yeah, exactly. She's throwing fists here across the city or something. I guess quarantine's getting to her or something. I don't know.
So last time you guys were here, you were working on an EP. Have you made any?
Interestingly enough, the bass player is. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, carry on.
You were gonna diss on the bass player?
Interestingly enough, you won't see the bass player because you know the jokes about the bass players. But
Yeah, Ryan.
nobody ever sees them. So yeah.
Right. And the joke with Ryan is
So
Ryan
sorry,
F sharp. Ryan
Oh,
is
well.
F.
You guys know what I have realized the last few days? That with me doing the show,
Your hair gets really long when you don't shave it.
Hey, wait. Oh my god! And I see myself. I shaved my beard too, and I look just a fright. Oh my god!
You're beautiful to us, Phil.
Just for the mask, I did that. But no, I with everybody that have lost their gigs and stuff for the next, what is it now? A year? Are we up to a year yet? I've heard 2 years.
No, it's going to be weeks and weeks before.
I'm suddenly after 4 years irrelevant with my show because I like promoting you guys and stuff, and that's the future. That's my big my big revelation of the week is like, oh my, people might listen more to the show now.
And they should. Anybody have not. So Phil, where can people find your show?
Yeah.
Let people know where they can
Say
find
that
your
again?
show. Yeah, tell people where they can find your show. The website.
Yeah. So the show runs Mondays through Fridays, and it goes from 12 to 4 p.m. Pacific, 1 to 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time here in Colorado, 2 to 6 in Manitoba.
Woohoo!
Which pretty soon, well, we'll talk about it after the show. But, 3 to 7 Eastern, and it is on one station right now, VW Radio, www.vwradio.co. And fortunately, you can't see my face when I do the show, so I don't have this. Oh my God.
Like I said before,
You don't want people piling into your studio, I guess.
At one point, Phil, I actually had to fully shave off my beard because I had to wear like a respirator because I was going into a hospital, and I was like clean shaven, and I never go clean shaven ever. And I was embarrassed by my turkey neck. It was pretty awful.
well, actually, we're talking about Ryan's facial. We're talking about Ryan's facial hair. Check this out. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Wrong one. There we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. So
and I didn't even put my contacts on today because you know what? I wore my contacts at the start of this whole COVID-19 thing, and then I thought, holy shit, if I forget a step somewhere, or after I wash my hands, I touch something, and then I put the contacts in, then I'm introducing it.
Yeah.
That way, right? So I stopped wearing my contacts. So
I have heard
Oh my
advice along
God.
those lines.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you just put a cartoon in front of my face there? Or just hold my mug there.
Well, I do have a cartoon of you, but
Be like Wilson from Home Improvement there.
I'll pretend. I'll pretend the video is frozen.
All right, neighbor. That's good.
Thanks,
I'm
Wilson.
sorry.
That was lovely.
So has everybody been cutting their own hair?
No, I've been. Well, actually, that's not true. I had these 1960s things growing out the side here, so I trimmed those off because they were killing me. But if I turn around, you can see probably where I've actually sliced it off. No, but I was saying this before the show, but for the audience, we were all warned about toilet paper, and that was a big scare. No one warned us about hair trimmers. I can't find them anywhere. It's crazy. It's insane. So anyway.
I have a funny story about the hair trimming though, because when we moved to Winnipeg, I had a really great hairstylist back in where I lived in Swan River. He was amazing. He won awards and stuff. And he's just a small town guy. And so I was used to going to him. It was super cheap, right? In small towns. Like you pay $25 for a haircut, maybe $30. Moved here, suddenly I'm getting charged to $80 for the same thing, but it wasn't at all the same. Like nobody could cut my hair the way he did. So I finally, like after 2 years, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna cut my own hair. So that's what I've been doing.
It looks
not bad,
nice.
right?
Yeah.
And I've never had a mistake, but when this like I figured out how to do it, layer it and everything. And but then when this whole COVID thing came out and everybody had to start cutting their hair, I just trimmed mine a couple weeks ago. And I was looking in the mirror one day, I was styling it, and I'm like, what the hell? Like there's like a hole right here. Like, there's long hair here. And here.
That's the style these days.
That's what happens when you make fun of the backline in the show.
Yeah, so I guess
I'm really conscious about my hair now, actually. It's now tickling me. It's driving me crazy. It's just like hanging. Oh
my God.
You got the COVID flow going there, Mark. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
It's great. Although when I do the Beatles covers, it's useful for that. Ooh. Anyhow.
I did not cut my hair. This is not a COVID cut. I actually did the opposite. I just stopped shaving. Because if I shave this and keep this bald, oh my God. That is the worst.
And then you have to shave your chest and everything, right? Like once you go, you have to do
where do you
all.
stop, right?
That'll take just a couple seconds.
Yep. A pair of tweezers and a couple of
Be
plucks. I'm
careful
done.
around the nips, though. I don't know why I said that. I said that out loud.
It's okay. We make too much about them, right?
I won't say more. Be quiet.
So you guys,
yeah.
Okay. So just a quick question. I'm assuming the answer is not much. But have you made any progress on the new single and EP that you were working on last year?
Well, we seem to keep running into problems. What was the first problem?
The motherboard on my laptop blew, so then I had to wait about 2 weeks to order all the parts in, get my new desktop, and then now with the.
You just swear when it happens. Oh, motherboard!
I was pretty upset, but I got a new upgrade. It's good. And then the second was this virus, and I'm an essential service worker, so it's gotten a little crazier now.
Yeah. We're trying to make her sick so that she can stay home in quarantine.
She wants me to record.
Yeah.
Collect, yeah.
And I've been trying.
What? You've been trying to get sick?
Not working.
You gotta walk into a daycare.
What's that? To get sick?
You gotta walk into a daycare.
Yeah.
One that, then you walk out, you're done.
or a retirement home.
Yeah. Well, that was. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Some pretty sad stuff going on there.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So
And,
then
you
I
know, it's
interrupted
interesting what you
everything.
Find out, like, well, you know what? I should. Yeah, it's okay. I should stay on topic, I guess, with the.
No, you can wander.
With the recording, but we are sitting on one song that we do have pretty much complete. But I guess I'm being I wanted something a little bit different to happen with the vocals. Now I don't want to release it because like once you release it, then you're stuck, right? So we do have a song.
You can always do versions.
I don't know.
You can always do a different version if you like.
I was going to pass it along to someone else to maybe try and master.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, okay. You can always, if you do release a version, you can always release another one. So it's a good excuse to get another track out there, isn't it?
That happens actually quite a lot.
Is it really? Is that a good point?
Yep, that is legitimate.
I don't remember if you guys remember like when they actually used to release physical CDs, right? And like because that was only like less than 10 years ago, right? But you get the single and then you get like 2 other tracks on the single, right? And they'd be like half completed or the next couple of tracks that were going to be there. And yeah, why not? And you listen to them when you get the album like 6 or 8 months later, and then they would seem a little different, but there's usually not too terribly much. They're like just ready to be mastered or something like that, right? So you can always do something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You can release the demo reel as an option as well.
Like we said last time.
Go.
Yeah. Like we said last time, we're using Audacity and we're restricted, I guess, as far as I wanted a little bit of an echo effect, and it's just not a really good program for that. No. So yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's good for podcasts.
If you figure it out, let me know because I use Audacity too when I do record my commercials or whatever. And you know how you can make it fade out or fade in, whichever way. I tried to figure out the echo thing, and I just couldn't do it. So
its plugins are pretty limited because it is open source.
It's incredibly frustrating.
And it had me entering these little numbers, right? And I'd try it, and it would echo somewhat, but not what I wanted. Like, so I just gave it up. But.
No, right? Yeah. The problem is, you know, like all of us are used to listening to all this really high-end studio stuff, especially with the women now. I mean, there's some really good articles about this, about how much it's changed and how that standard is just about impossible to live up to. Yeah, I don't know, and it's not even necessary. I mean, if you even listen back to a lot of the music from the 90s, I mean, it's a approach. I think that was probably sounding a lot more to what we have right now. It's just that things have changed so much, so I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it was in the 70s when I was listening to my parents' records. Some of that stuff, I was even from the records were from the 60s, and some of that stuff was all recorded in a room with one microphone. Right? Like the stuff that predates the Beatles. It was very simple. So as long as you can get the feel of the music across, that's really all you need.
Yeah.
Right? Some of our better performances have been caught just on a phone, for instance, right? And some of those videos I got on our YouTube channel, I'll listen to them. I like my music, so I listen to it over again. And some of that not the hottest of quality, but it's got the feel there. You've got the energy and everything else. So you don't need it. But mastering, I think if you can. There are lots of online services for mastering. You could probably get someone to master a track for $20 or $50 or something. You have to look around. That's what I did.
Hey, Mark, can I borrow $50?
Yep. Yes, you can. Hang on a minute, Phil. Ryan, can you lend me $50?
Yeah, sure.
So we'll go around.
I'll tell you what, I'll mail it to you, and I'll send it USPS. Oh wait, sorry.
How about Bobby SUZIE? Can I borrow $50?
I'll put it on my tab. It's all good. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Obviously, you're coming through again.
Just be a little lone guy. Don't pay up though. I hope you like your kneecaps. So just saying.
I got long legs. I can run fast. Short distances.
That's a sign of
Right on.
I won't
All right,
demonstrate it right now.
We'll do a quick break
Go
here.
on.
Thanks to everybody who's joining us today. If you're just joining with us now, we have Black Eyed Susie with us.
Yeah, and we haven't seen them in like forever ago.
Dating back to December of last year. December of last
The
year.
before time.
Welcome everybody who's there. It's a quick break, and we'll get right back into it. Black Eyed Susie is currently attempting to record, if I'm interpreting correct, attempting to record a new EP with some singles, and any other plans coming up for the future. Obviously, things are looking a little different. Things are going to change over the next year and a half. It's going to be a lot more difficult to promote an album or EP or even a single without being able to get on stage. What do you guys
If only there was an indie music show. We could do that on.
If only.
Who would start such a thing? Who would start such a thing?
No idea. Some crazy people.
Keep going. I'll think about it a bit.
That's just lunacy, you guys. And like we could have all of us together on one screen too. Like
Well, yeah.
we can't do that.
Yep. It's magic.
Yeah, no, this whole situation has made me rethink a lot of things, actually. So, I mean, it's tough enough, I think. I don't know how you guys feel. So many artists right now competing for space. Some artists have carved out a really, really interesting niche for themselves online. I've been doing a lot of reading about that in this last year, and I was going to attempt some things, and then I just got overwhelmed. And then this came up, and I'm like, you know what? I don't know. Like, we just got to play, I guess, playing for fun, if you're a musician, right? You play because you love to.
Yeah.
I don't know how much we can worry about all that. Like, I don't know what's everybody trying to achieve here. Like, do you think we all have room to get famous? I'm laughing.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be satisfied for just being filthy rich.
Stick with me.
Stick with me, kid. I'll make you famous.
Yeah, actually, it was I think because we took some time off.
Like Bobby's daughter will probably be famous.
Oh yeah, she's a pretty intense kid, so she'll probably kick in some doors. I'm not gonna lie on that one.
Yeah. And, you know, let's face it, like, basically, like get like a use or something, right? Like,
Probably more likely.
Yeah, actually we took some time off from the Invisible Man. We were late starting season 2, and there was none of our regular viewers even showed up for that show, and I'm thinking maybe it was because there was just so many everybody else is live streaming now, and we were just lost in the all the alerts. Everyone's live streaming, so it was kind of odd that first show back. So it's my phone will ping every 3 or 4 times a day.
No, I'm saying it was, but was I on it?
Yeah, you were on it, Phil. Yes, you were. You were on it.
Oh, is it the one? Okay, never mind.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah,
It's all coming back.
Yeah. Well, I would say it's the one where we had technical difficulty before we came on, but that's every show.
Yeah, it's true. It's going good today, though. Great interview so far.
Yes, it is.
If I don't interrupt too much.
That's okay, Phil. It's your show too.
I think we have to do something really extreme. I was telling Bobby, we got to do something. Yeah.
Yep.
We got to stand up somehow.
What are we doing?
What's going to happen?
I don't know. We're looking for ideas.
With me, it works best if you just tell me a little bit at a time. Then I'll warm up to it. But what are you talking about?
Well, I've got an idea for you guys.
And tell me everything.
So I've got a suggestion.
Get the hook.
I've got to get Bobby to get Black Eyed Susie tattooed on his back and then run naked across the Assiniboine Park. There you go. That'll get attention.
What? Did you say I would or Bobby Susie would?
Oh, I'm picking on Bobby.
Thinking what happened.
Or Suzie.
Who says I don't? I don't know.
Subi. Yeah.
Is it like a draft?
Well, you guys can do it together. He'll get black-eyed on one side. You can get Suzie on the other. hand in hand.
Perfect. I think that's a great idea there, Phil. Come on, I'm in.
So where do I put it though? Like just above my belt line on the back, or what?
You get a nice tramp stamp going on there, Phil, or something. I don't know.
I don't want to imagine it's for anybody. Yeah.
I got a couple of little tiny moles. They're not gross. That with the flowers.
Okay.
Is it going to really connect the dot with moles on you there, man? Or?
So Phil, we're live.
It's
Okay.
not a spark.
Just a reminder, Phil, we're live.
I said a couple of moles. We're gonna have flowers, black-eyed Suzies.
Oh dear.
Oh my god.
Well, I think that would definitely make us stand out a little bit here. I'm not going to lie. So, if you want to take one for the cause here, Phil.
I think we're all having some mental issues today. Oh, this is fun, actually.
It's got to be the craziest show yet. So anyway.
Yeah.
This is what happens
Right.
when you
Next
lock
question.
creative people in their houses for too long. The creative expression has to come out somehow. This is how it comes out. Conspiracy to commit.
Speaking
public
of,
nudity. So.
Yeah. Speaking of moles and such, our shepherd has a very unsightly sebaceous cyst
Oh.
on her back that's been oozing. It sounds delicious, doesn't
Yes,
it?
lovely.
It's been oozing like this cottage cheese type substance. So,
We all need
Everyone has
entertainment in the middle of this.
it's
So,
growing up. Yeah.
And here we are
It's been
entertaining
really
ourselves.
Fun, really fun. Yep.
So actually,
Do you have a shepherd? Do you have sheep?
Yeah.
Okay. You do.
I did have sheep,
Yeah?
and I had a donkey
Oh, yeah?
like this. My donkey cup.
Nice. Nice ass.
Lovely.
Oh,
If you weren't gonna say it, I was,
oh my god. There's subtitles. How come?
What's up?
There's
We're actually in a
subtitles.
foreign movie there, Phil. I'm sorry to tell you.
I'm
We're
looking
getting
at my
dubbed.
monitor and it's going to say the dumb thing I just said.
What are you watching?
Relive that moment again and again and again.
good thing you're putting it on a medium that's easily deleted.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, and
and then you're gonna get
totally deleted
quarantined.
off the
I
internet.
actually
Facebook
did that.
quarantine.
Oh my god.
On record now.
Okay, this
Okay, so
okay. This is a good segue. Just
Oh boy, now we have to go through this.
we do
Here again?
have to go through all this again. Just let everyone know. Black Eyed Susie, go check them out.
Black-eyed hyphen.
There's a black eyed
Black guy
underscore.
siphon. Well,
Yep,
yeah, hyphen.
that's right.
Siphon.
Yeah, we had that argument last time, right? So there's contact information on Facebook, Black Eyed Susie, or I believe because it's uppercase, it should be Black Eyed Susie. You got to shout that last one, right?
Yep.
Okay, that fell flat. Sorry about that. I was working. I spent too much time working on that, I guess. So YouTube, Black Eyed Susie 69, Instagram, Black_eyed Susie, and then the reason I pulled this up is their blog, because we're talking about things we're doing during this wonderful season, and I want to draw everyone's attention to black-eyedsusie.com/living-your-best-life. Go to the main website, there's a link. And there is actually a recent post. And I think this would be actually a fun little diversion there. Things to do when, actually, what did you call it there? Bored ? Here are 11 things you can do while you wait out COVID-19. Here we go. Okay, and I'm sure, actually, maybe we could do a little test, Christine, see how many of these things you actually have done. And we'll maybe. So, did you get control? Number one, get control of that nagging work issue. There we go. I'll go back. So, I'm saying silence. You probably didn't do it.
No, I've actually been. I haven't. I will admit that I have somehow lost all my desire to do anything, but I just like to run to the window and see who's walking by and like cars going by and stuff.
The second one, take up a new hobby. What new hobby have you taken up?
What new hobby? I guess Netflix. Netflix.
People
Nice
watching.
one.
People watching and Netflix.
You're now an expert. So you're now an expert at
watching out
saying,
the window.
yes, I am still watching. Yes, I am still watching. Right. And if you
Where
do
else
that
can I go, Netflix?
if you do that 4 times in one sitting, you've been watching too long. Right. Anyway. Has anybody else
when
picked
you're
up?
people watching, like, are you playing with the curtain cord? Like, close it slowly, and then open it really creepily slowly.
No, but that's a good idea. I think I want to try that.
One time.
We have a huge Mugo in front of our front window. It's a really big front window. Like everybody would see into the house if that Mugo wasn't there. So I'm like this, like trying to look through all the bread.
So you work it into a workout.
Yeah. Sometimes I have to go out the front door and just kind of like peek underneath the Mugo and see whose running shoes it is.
Okay, so you have number 3.
And there's a couple people who have fancy cars that like to burn down the street. So yeah.
So number 3, you've definitely done video chat because you're kind of doing that now. So you've got 1 out of 3 so far. Excellent.
Yeah.
And go for a walk.
Yes.
Go for a walk. Have you been for a walk?
I have. Have you guys been for a walk? Come on, tell me you have.
Oh, every day, twice
It's
a day,
been
sometimes
weeks
3
now.
times.
Excellent. So here we go. So going down this, in case everyone's forgotten, I'm actually just reading down the list of 11 things to do while we're waiting for COVID-19 on the Black Eye Susie website's blog. Anyway, just so everyone is aware of what I'm doing here. So number 5 on the list was reach out to others. Have you been doing a lot of that?
A little
Thinking.
Very heartwarming.
It was
Very
I
heartwarming.
wanted to see who was going to reach out to me.
Well, I reached out to
I'm
you.
really sad because nobody talks to me.
Aww.
Yeah. Actually, what we could do. I'm not sure where everybody lives. We're all in Winnipeg, other than Phil, obviously.
No, I'm not.
I said it before you did. Anyhow, I thought, would it be possible for us to jam in person? Maybe we can find a parking lot and stand about 12 feet away from each other. Do you think that would be possible?
I'm in. I'm absolutely in. I'm all for it, Mark.
Yeah.
You sold me on it.
Yeah, let's do
I've
it.
seen a few. I've seen a few artists from Colorado do that this past week.
Maybe
Yeah.
we should.
Yeah,
We got to do it fast. Though.
they just had to get out, so they went.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could try and find a way of filming that too. I got some GoPros we could probably set up and film it even. So we'll see. maybe we'll do that. Maybe we definitely will.
Man.
Okay, I'm writing it down. I don't. What's the timestamp on the video? Just so I can hold you to it. Okay, right, we're good. Number 6, get a pet. Did you get a pet?
Not a new one.
Not a
but
new
no,
one.
New one.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
shepherd with the pustule, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta come back. You
Cheers.
can't get away from that.
Yeah. So it reminds me of
Reminds me of cream soda. I don't know.
it comes to mind. I Am the Walrus, a Beatles song. The little bit of custard dripping from a dead dog's eye came to mind. That line. Anyhow.
That worked.
Hey, yesterday on my show, just for fun, and because I saw a lot of memes for that lately, I played Hey Jude.
Oh.
The whole 7, almost 8 minutes. It was awesome.
Yep.
I don't know if people appreciated that, but I was going to ask again, Mark, can you conveniently tell me or Christine? I was going to check out your blog.
Yeah.
But I lost the address.
Oh, here we go. And try not to cut anyone off. There you go. So it's
Wait, hold on. Don't take it down yet.
black-eyed-susie.com. And then there's a link at the top, living your best life.
Yeah, the hyphen. I never had an issue with the hyphen. I don't know. Okay.
I haven't looked, but I suspect that black-eyed Susie without the hyphen might go somewhere else.
Stand out somehow.
Yep.
See, we did try to stand out somehow, but we just ended up pissing people off.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hyphens in there. Okay, got them all.
Yeah, you don't need you only need the websites, Phil. Just the blackeyedsUZIE.com, and just follow the link on the top of the page.
It.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Okay. And
Is that your dog with the pustule? Is your shepherd black?
Let's have a look at
Never
this.
forget that.
Let me see.
I see. I have to put my email here. Right on.
I'm just seeing
There
if
we are.
I can put this on the screen so everybody can see it, but I don't think I have that set up on this one. No, I can't. I don't think I can. So you talk amongst yourselves. I'll figure out the technology here. And I'll see if I can get the website up.
All right, well, I'll take it over here. Number 7, try video gaming. Have you tried playing games? Some games. 1.
One. And I did way better than she thought. She thought I'd be dead in 2 seconds, and I lasted, 10 minutes or something?
No,
Ooh.
half an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So
What game was that?
Yeah.
What game? Yeah.
It's called it's a ocean survival game. It's called Subnautica. Pretty cool one.
So here we go. It's on the screen now for everybody. So the blog, Black Eyed Susie page, it says a link right at the top here. Oh, there we go. My mouse went crazy.
Wow.
My mouse went nuts. There you go. And there's the
There's a
dog.
lot of reading material there.
Cute dog. Here we go. And we were video gaming. Right, there we go. And I haven't played video games in a long time other than on my phone. But I don't think Sudoku is a video game, though. No, would you call that a video game?
Well, I guess it's technical because you are seeing something projected by video, I guess.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, I was looking through this earlier. I was like, oh yeah, let's see how much. Let's pull up the stats on Steam. That's a popular video game website where you can buy and play games, especially vintage games. I downloaded a game, Star Wars Battlefront 2 from 2020, right? So I have
remember
that up.
that one.
Yeah, I have that up and going right now. Take a wild guess how many hours. I downloaded it prior to probably April 9th. And here we are on the 18th. How many hours? Wild guess right around. Everyone put your hour guesses for hours. And I'll yell them out.
Like that you were playing?
Yeah, because it keeps track of your number of hours that you've played.
8.
14?
40.
8 for Mark. And sorry, what was it? We got
I said 14.
14.
I'm thinking somewhere around closer to 50, depending on how much you are into games.
Okay, we got
45 and a half. That's my
45
final
and a
answer.
half. Do I hear $1? Do I hear $1 for the closest retail price?
I'm going for $1 here. I'm going to do the $1 bid here.
Actual
Try not
time,
to be over.
actual time that I have spent playing Battlefront 2 since downloading it on April 9th, 22 hours.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I was close.
22 hours.
You're an essential worker, though.
Yeah. So, essential worker, married, and have a kid. And I've still found a chance to squeeze in 22 hours.
Did your wife kick you out of the house? Is that how you did that?
I was going to say, not divorced yet.
I'm not going to comment. She's watching right now, and I want to keep a happy house.
That would explain why you weren't available to do the Two Guys Fixing the Wall for the last 2 weeks.
Actually, the last 2 weeks I have been working in and out of hospitals and have felt pretty burnt out. And I was just like, it's easier to pretend to shoot people when you're stressed. Than,
better to pretend than to actually, right?
yes.
Yeah.
You're too pretty for jail there, Ryan. Don't actually shoot people. How about that?
No.
Yes.
No, I don't mind the name of stormtroopers, but I can't justify killing another person. No. It'd have to be pretty extreme for me to get that.
Okay,
That's veering dangerously off into areas that we're not allowed to talk about on this show. So.
Yep. Ryan gets in
Well,
trouble.
that's never
Hey,
stopped you
Bill.
before.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
We did it once. And
Did you notice that I was telling the other guys before, did you notice I wore a Snoopy shirt for you? Just for
I
you.
did. Oh, gee whiz. I did. I noticed that, yeah. I didn't want to say, hey, nice piece there.
Like,
Well, you've already complimented her ass,
it's like
man.
30 years old already.
All right, let's wrap it up. I'm getting more color now. Uh-oh.
Well, I knew it was going to be a different show this time, but I didn't think it would be that different, Phil. There we go.
Should I even ask? Is it a tank top? Is it a dress? What's going on with the Snoopy outfit?
Well, I'm
Curious
not gonna
minds
answer
want to know. Uh-oh. My goodness. Okay.
Okay, they actually,
We're allowed to
Leave
draw
that
our
to your
own conclusion.
imagination.
so the guys on the balcony are getting a bit anxious. They want to, the guys on the balcony want to say something, so hang on a sec here. Here we go. Just going upstairs to the balcony. Now, that was funny. Oh. Well, interesting. No, well, I thought it'd be something a little bit more in depth. There you go. Thanks, guys.
Well, if only all our hecklers would be gone like that, that would be great.
Indeed. Where were we? Anyhow.
Number spring cleaning. Yes,
Yeah.
you heard it right.
Yeah, I love spring cleaning. I did. I started.
Was that sarcasm?
Yep.
Well,
No.
was that sarcasm?
When
I
you
love spring
started, was at
cleaning.
the beginning? Was it at the beginning of the stay-at-home stuff? So you felt like, yeah, man, perfect time to do some spring cleaning. And then you did some, and then did
Yeah,
it
it was
stop?
close to that.
Yeah.
Yep.
You flattened the curve on that one, huh?
No.
Yes.
No.
Indeed. That is what they've been telling us to do. Don't do it all at once. Right?
No. I don't know what. Yeah.
Save a little for the next
Probably
lockdown.
too yet.
Oh, see. I think I did a little bit. I got to get the house straight for my wife.
Well, did you see the vacuum cleaner I bought for myself?
I did. Was it an MEL or something?
Yeah, Mila. They call it Mila, or
Oh, I thought it started with an A.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Mila.
I saw that, yeah. Looked like
Yeah.
something that should have
Yeah,
remote
it was
control.
No. I was paying up for that vacuum cleaner, and then I got a money. Damn it! I may as well buy it now.
Oh, there you go, yeah. Was that
Yeah.
from the Serb check or what? Is that what it's called?
No.
There's so... No?
Okay,
Well,
I just
Kathy bought a
I'm
second
hoping.
one in case.
I've just realised we've been going for about 50 minutes, and I said I was actually hoping to get a song in at the 20-minute mark, so we completely passed that. We're having too much fun goofing
Oh,
around.
yeah, song.
So let's get the song on, and then
Let's have a song then.
we'll break up, and we can all take a breath. Then we can come back with the silliness after the song. Make sure I get my right screens on. Hey, we're in the theatre, and here we go. This
So
is,
are we going to get the hook from
yep.
Sony?
No,
We will.
we will not. Almost certainly, because it's a live performance. Did you guys want to introduce the song? I think Butterfly, I think it is.
Yeah, this is Butterfly.
Okay.
I don't have that on my thing for my show.
Any background on the song at all, or do you want to? We just get going with the song. No. Nope.
It's a song about sort of personal metamorphosis, I guess,
Okay.
in a nutshell.
That was
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So here it is. Black Eyed Susie playing Butterfly. Excellent. There it is.
Woohoo!
Woohoo indeed. And back to the balcony. That was great. Those guys make It's All in the Mind sound like they suck. But what am I saying? It's All in the Mind does suck. I don't know why we keep inviting those guys back. They're awful. Darn you. Anyhow.
Yeah, who let those guys in there? Welcome back, everybody. That was Black Eyed Susie performing their song Butterfly, a live performance from our guest today. And joining us late to the show is a good friend of mine, Luke Nolan. A special shout out to Luke. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Luke was actually in for bypass surgery just before COVID-19 broke out. In fact, it kind of went insane while he was in the hospital, but was cleared and is home and is recovering. So, Luke, yes. I wish you all the best, you and your family. I'm glad you guys could join us and that you're doing well, safe and sound and recovering. So,
well, thanks for joining us, Luke. I'm glad things are getting better for you. Yeah,
indeed.
So, let's continue down the list. We have a couple left. Things that we're doing. Get in the kitchen, which sounds a little misogynist.
That sounds like we're not allowed to say that.
Yeah, not anymore. Get your shoes off. Get back in the kitchen. Right? No?
That's why I said it.
Get in the kitchen, please.
Now, just for the record, Christine wrote these words. I'm just reading her words. Right.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Well, I've done a little bit to that.
Oh, I see the first sentence there. It literally says what I was thinking. The modern woman may utterly shudder at this statement. Already.
So I've almost done that one. I've almost done that one actually. The cheap barbecue I got a couple of years ago at Canadian Tire pretty much completely rusted and fell apart. So I had to go get another one. So I learned my lesson, and I bought the cheapest one that Canadian Tire had again. Anyhow, so I kind of in the kitchen. I kind of built cooking space anyway.
Sounds like thing I do.
although I was sure I did actually go out of my way to find a barbecue that will only start if you have a beer in your hand. So you have to have the beer. Anyway.
I've actually realized that I now have to buy a new electric griddle. I usually make pancakes for breakfast on Saturday. That's been like a Saturday morning tradition for like the last, I don't know, it's got to be close to 4 years now.
Ooh.
And the electric griddle that I've had for the last 15 years has now, it's dead. It's dying very, very painfully. And it's unfortunate because, it's like you've used it for so long, if I just set it to this and then that's perfect for this and that. But it's time. I would make crepes on it. I'd make pancakes. I'd make everything. And it's dead. Now I have to go to Canadian Tire and find a new.
And make sure you hold your breath when you pass people in the hallways, in the aisles. I mean.
Go in with the full respirator and mask.
You're a man. You're a man.
Yes.
I missed the first part of that. All I caught was, you're a man. You're a man.
I am. That's true.
Well, no,
I missed. I didn't mean it in the
You're a
furry
man.
way.
You're not supposed to know how to cook.
Oh, there you go.
That's what the barbecue's for.
Maybe 15 or 20 years ago, I would have said, yeah, you're correct. But I lived on my own for a number of years before meeting my wife, Jessica, now. And when you realize that you can't cook and you don't have enough money to eat out all the time, you learn how to cook real quick. So, or you.
But now there's number 9. Now there's number 9. You see, Ryan, you just have to show that to your wife. Take video.
No.
Take video.
Yeah, no.
Trust me on this.
Unless you want to see
video.
me become Black Eyed Susie.
He's not gonna beat you up, make you. Oh boy.
Okay.
Of course, I'm only kidding.
So number 10. Do your taxes. Are all your taxes done?
Yeah, we've got to do.
I think that you have to get.
All done.
You have to have 2019's done before
All
you can get the CREB. You've got to have your taxes done for 2019 anyway. So I'm sure everyone's had a go at last year's. Anyway, you're motivated now. There we go.
My dad is an accountant and has been doing my taxes as long as I've been able to work and qualify for income tax. And he will be like on me on December 31st. Hey, did you get your T4? Did you get your T4? I'm like, Dad, I don't get my at best I don't get my T4 from the company I work for until I'm gonna say end of February, beginning of March, maybe.
Yeah, same
Maybe.
here.
Yeah.
It's but he's like, yeah, this is your stuff in. Oh, Dad, it's not. I love my dad. Very, very great man. That for doing my taxes and all. But no, I don't get my teeth till late, Dad.
Okay, and the last one on the list: start a garden. Yep.
I like that one.
Yeah. So have you
Wait,
have
what
you
kind of
started?
garden are we talking about?
Not that kind of garden.
Are we gonna get like a hydro gear with some
pronounced
big solar
garden.
lights and-
Yeah.
The camouflage tarps over the backyard and all that kind of stuff.
And all the rabbit poo from the winter.
Garden. Yeah.
Lots of herbs, okay? There's lots of herbs in this garden, all right?
All of them
Please
staying
don't
healthy, Yeah.
So that's one
Well, I'm the kind of person that enjoys starting a garden from scratch, like a flower garden. So years ago, back in L'Atelier. You guys know where L'Atelier is, right? I had this huge garden, and no, it's you know where Emerson is?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
From the border.
yeah,
L'Atelier is like 10 minutes north of there,
Okay.
along
Okay.
Highway 75. So I had planted what are the flowers called that come back all the time?
Perennial?
Those are
Perennials?
I think, right?
So I planted a bunch
No,
of those
Perennials. The perennial.
perennials. I planted a bunch of those from seed. Like I even brought like saran wrap into the garden and whatever. And then in the fall, I had just cleaned the garden and I had just run the tiller through it. And my mother-in-law at the time, I went for a shower. I come out, she had fucking pulled out most of my perennials. I couldn't understand.
Oh.
I was pissed off, and it's like, you ruined my garden.
Oh no.
Stuff that I had never tried before, like I mean, right from seed. And on the packaging, it would always say started indoors in April or whatever. But it was too late in the season, so I just right to the garden, and I think I had 9 different mounds with different plants on each. And yeah, I get out of the shower, I'm looking out. Thought I'd look out of my garden like a proud man, and I was like, "Holy fuck! Who pulled all my shit out?" But I still like gardens, so. But.
Yeah, I think all we've been growing for the last year or more is rabbits. We've been growing lots of rabbits, and I love them. I love the rabbits. You know.
Rabbits eat weed? What?
They eat everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they will eat any and everything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So I like them. I like the rabbits. The dogs love them even more. Yeah, they love them.
have your dogs ever caught any rabbits, Mark?
No, but they've come close. I think they there was a scrap of skin and fur by the back door, so I think they nipped at one because they run through the dog run, and I've got a little hole on both ends of the dog run, big enough for the rabbits to get through, so they can get out.
That's good.
So, before we go any further, we actually have a very special guest going to join us for a few minutes here.
Hey.
This is my lovely daughter, Evelyn.
Hey,
Can
Evelyn.
you say
Hi.
hello? Can you say hi?
Well, hello, Evan.
Hello.
Don't be shy.
Hi.
You're being watched by millions of people.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's okay, your daddy's a bass player.
For anyone who didn't see the video, 'cause some of you guys aren't Facebook direct Facebook friends. No, don't touch the mic, sweetie. I had a video up to promo this section where my wife had actually shot it a couple days beforehand, where Evelyn was sitting up, sort of where we do where I do my vlog, and she's playing with the keyboard. Of course, none of the stuff is on, and we put it to music to promo the show. So Mark, you can maybe we can put that up on. I'll send it to you. We can put it up on our page or something. But yeah, it's really funny
for sure. Yeah, I did see the.
Can you say bye bye?
I did see it on your feed.
Okay. Say
Ooh.
bye. Someone just woke up from her nap, right? So say bye.
Yeah.
There you go. All I've got is the dogs, and they're going to knock over. They may get sucked into the vortex if I invite them over. It's a real vortex. I'm struggling to keep. Oh, it's getting pulled in. Hang on. Anyhow, right.
So now, how many festivals are we up to now in Winnipeg that have been canceled?
I think all of them. Yeah. I'm not sure.
Like it started off.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Off. I heard Dauphin Country Fest, and then I thought, uh-oh. And then
Wow.
They just announced Folk
Yeah,
Fest too was
Country-
canceled.
Hope Fest, yeah.
Okay.
Folkfest is now canceled.
okay, yeah.
Anything that's a mass gathering has been either ordered to or is decided to shut down.
And, even if it was declared all clear, I think that a lot of people are still not going to be very willing to mix, to go into those kinds of places anyway, at least for a little while.
For sure, yeah.
The Envision Arts.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What do you guys think it'll look like? The new reality. Not when it'll happen, because it might be months and whatever from now. But like venues, are they going to jump to 50 people or less, or are they going to just open the door and let people walk in? And
I suspect they are going to try and keep the capacity up as much as possible. They'll do what they can get away with, or maybe what's safe, but probably they're in it for money, right? And fair enough.
But like, wouldn't you say the crowds are going to have to be smaller?
Only as long as there's no cure, or it's not. It's likely to catch the virus. Likely to catch or spread further. I mean, not catch. Yeah.
But I mean, like, if somebody has big enough speakers and they set up and the band is spread out, you just crank it. People won't be packed right there if it's too loud. Right, so you put it in the park. I don't know, like, how would it?
Well, the Assiniboine Park concerts are sometimes like that, particularly in the summer. People, there's lots of room, right? You just spread out in front of the stage, whatever the stage.
Everybody brings a hockey stick and you just swing it around.
You bring
once in a while.
You bring your deck chairs out.
I think we could. I have an idea. Like, we could make like plexiglass cages or something.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, the dollar store. The dollar store at on Furmore, by Furmore and Archibald, down that end. The dollar store, it doesn't have doesn't have plexiglass. It has saran wrap. Saran wrap, and it looks like cardboard tubes. I was like, that's a company that really loves its employees. It was like saran wrap. It's like, come on. Anyhow.
But is it the good stuff? Or is it the flimsy stuff?
It was probably
it's from
the top end dollar store variety. Yep. Anyhow, so cover yourself in saran wrap, maybe. Just a couple of holes. Put a couple of holes in it.
Well, at least we could just go get some more in the aisle 3. So, Mark, we're coming up on almost 3:15.
Yep.
Should we? We'll bring it into land here. I was thinking we've got the coronavirus top 10 hit list. Now we'll read them off all in the end, but let's go around in a circle between Black Eyed Susie and see how many you can guess are on the list. We'll start with Christine. We can just move on out. Top 10 coronavirus hit lists. I'll give you an example so that you know what I mean. The number 10 song is Alone by Heart. All right? Alone by Heart is number 10. Going with that theme, how many can we guess? What songs are on there? Go ahead, Christine.
Oh, boy.
I could tell she likes being put on the spot.
There you go. This is a gotcha question.
We've been working on one that we thought would have been good. I'm sure it's probably not on the list, though, because nobody really listens to that song anymore. You have one? I'm just going to say All the Right Moves, One Republic.
Nope, not on there.
No,
what do we got?
No. I didn't think so.
Nope.
I don't know.
Okay,
No idea?
Well, why don't you read the first one and see if that sparks any. Just shout out if you think something.
How about Pain? Pain.
Which one? Sorry?
I've only got 2 of them, and I hope nobody guesses them. So.
Okay, let's pick somebody else.
We'll give you girls a
Bobby
chance
Susie.
to...
Yeah, Yara can't think of one yet.
Bobby, what do you think? Bobby Susie?
Try to think of like isolation songs and things that aren't just Elliott Smith related songs, but for whatever reason, like "Genie in a Bottle" by Christina Aguilera is popping into my head. I got no idea why. I feel like you're trapped in a bottle and something like that. Like I feel like that's like one of those like.
All right.
That's a good one actually. Not on the list, but that's a good one.
So here's what we'll do. We'll go. Anyone else got a guess? Because then I'll run through them.
The Police.
From 10 to 9.
The Police. Don't stand so close to me.
There we go.
Walking on the
Is that
moon.
one on there?
Nice.
It's a number one. You
Number one.
win Family
Oh,
Feud there,
how
Phil.
about Fever.
From 10 to 1. What's that?
How about Fever by
No
anyone?
fever.
Oh, good one.
Oh, wow.
That is it.
That's not.
So here we'll start number 10, Alone by Heart. Number 9, I Ran So Far Away by A Flock of Seagulls.
Oh, yeah.
Number
How
8,
does that go again?
Don't Come Around Here No More by Tom Petty. Number
Good one.
7, All by Myself.
Yeah, you should sing them all. Yes.
No, he's a bass
Might be
player.
able to pull off a Tom.
Yeah,
How's the fucking
he's a
Seagulls
bass
one go?
player.
I ran so far away.
I'll keep
Yeah,
going.
That one. I don't know.
And I ran.
Oh, yeah.
I never
Yeah.
thought I'd be like you like you.
I was hoping I'd pick
So-
it up better, but I didn't.
So far away. Okay, that's
So
enough.
we've got a screen
Whatever
full of
tunes
musicians
we
here,
have,
and we
we
can't
got
sing one song between us, eh?
Yeah. Don't come around here no more. That's
Yeah,
my best.
pinch your
song.
nose when you do that one.
Yeah. Don't come around here no more. There we go. I'm not allowed to
Nailed
touch
it.
my face, so anybody who's watching, don't follow my example. Don't touch your face. I cannot do Tiffany, but I think we're alone now by Tiffany.
Oh, I played that on the show sometimes. I like that one. We're alone
All right,
now.
ready? All right.
Dum, dum, dum,
Can't
dum,
touch this.
dum, dum, dum,
Do-do-do.
dum, dum, dum,
I almost
dum,
stood up. Oh my god. I almost
Right.
stood up. Holy shit.
Yeah, don't do that.
Oh,
You were going to throw off your parachute pants, weren't you?
eh?
Yes,
You were going to throw off your parachute pants, weren't you?
I am.
With
I'm wearing them.
Snoopy on them.
Look how big these are.
All right. You ready for this one? Georgia Satellites. Don't hand me no lines and keep your hands to yourself.
And yourself.
All right, number 3. Dancing with myself. Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
All right. I cannot do this next band. Too much time on my hands by Sticks.
I got too much time on my hands. I don't know the rest.
I could do Mr.
It's hard to
Roboto. That's about all I can do by Sticks, right? So, and finally, the number 1, Phil, you guessed it. Don't stand. Don't stand. Don't stand so close to me. By the police. Don't stand. That is the coronavirus top 10 hit list.
We should do a gig where you're singing and I'm playing bass, Ryan, and see how well that goes down. Oh, it's fun.
Yeah, no, there we go. The coronavirus top 10 hit list.
Yes. And of course, other ones we would have accepted was the Rolling Stones' "Get Off My Cloud."
Yep.
Only when I'm smoking. What?
Yep. Motley Crue, "Don't Go Away Mad, Just Go Away." And actually, yeah, that's good. I've got a whole list here, but I think we're repeating what we've already got. We're repeating, it's just repeating them all. Everybody's got the same
Anything
list.
by Anthrax. Yeah.
Yes, Antisocial. Anyway,
Yeah, there we go.
by Anthrax.
All right, I think that's probably the
Very
place to bring it on into land here, guys.
We didn't do a good job singing, Ryan, because Sony didn't pull us.
Say by me. Hey, we're only down 1 viewer, so hey, we're
I
good.
think it's me.
Maybe it's you've given up watching the show you're on. Okay, just a quick then reminder there for so you can check out Black Eyed Suzie at the website black-eyedsuzie.com. Go check that out. Lots of links on there. And if you take a screenshots, you can get all those other ones, so I don't have to read them all out. Just hit the print screen button and then save that to Word or something. There you go. And anything to do with The Invisible Man, you can visit right on the bottom of the screen. It's been there the whole time. theinvisibleman.ca. Links to everything that Ryan and I are working on. You can be accessed to via that link.
Hey, Black Eyed Suzie is on Spotify.
There you go.
Everybody stop talking.
Well, make sure you listen to more than a minute. So Make sure you listen to more than a minute so they can get their
I love
point
that
zero 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 1 cent for that play.
Yeah, I know, but hey, you got 1,000 plays on the songs.
That's a
Is
penny.
that what I'm seeing here?
SoCan better be giving you your penny.
I love Clinging to the Moon. I love that song. It's an
You
awesome
can do
tune.
me a favor and just download that about 1 million times.
Yeah.
$4.
But do it again. Do it again.
Yeah, he's rich. Okay.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay, well, we've got lots-
independent music money there.
So we've got lots to talk about, but we just ran out of time. And this has been a lot of
Might
fun.
be able to buy some toilet paper.
This was more therapeutic, I think.
Yes, it was a lot of fun. A nice, fun little hangout, and we have to do this regularly because this is a lot of fun. Really enjoy having you guys on the show. If you want to just hang around afterwards, we can chat after the show.
And Bobby too.
Yep, and Susie, you were great. Fantastic. Okay, so thanks everybody for joining us. It has been a lot of fun. Thanks so much for taking part and watching. A big thank you to Christine, Jara, and Susie, Bobby, for joining us again. It's been great, and thanks so much, everybody. And we'll catch you next week. Bye. Say bye, everybody.
Yeah, take care, guys.
Be friendly. Come on.
Bye.
Oh, the invisible man.